I started working at Legal Services here at Essex Newark, October 15th, 1996. I met with the executive director, Felipe Chavana, who on my first day told me, "You're going to be in my consumer unit. However, I'm going to put you temporarily in the housing unit." And that's basically where I remain up to now. Again, I was blessed with great teachers. Our executive director, Felipe Chavana, my predecessor as deputy director and managing attorney for the Housing and Income Maintenance Unit, Cesar Torres, who today is the director for legal services in Washington State, and the late Harris David. They were my early teachers. And all the other staff attorneys here at Essex Newark Legal Services. Mike Wojak, Rebecca Shore, Maura Sanders. Some are still in legal services. Others have gone to their private practice. But they were great teachers to show me to take my passion and put it into action in the courtroom. So I've been blessed in that way. Right away, I enjoyed the work. It just clicked. And I guess at that time, Felipe realized I'm going to keep him in housing. This is probably one of the most difficult jobs in legal services. Here in Essex County, we have over 45,000 eviction cases. Back in 1996, it was probably more closer to 55,000. And there's, again, going back to that theme about equal justice, many times here in Essex, even though the law in New Jersey says Anti-Eviction Act, it was basically a rubber stamping of the landlord's claims to evict a person. No matter whether or not they have defenses, no matter whether or not the landlord complied with the law. So I realized in the beginning, I wasn't going to the trial court expecting to win. I was going to the trial court expecting to lose and preserve the record to take it up on appeal. So in the beginning, there was many appeals to the appellate division, which I've never lost a case in the appellate division. So we've prevailed, showing that along the way, the court wasn't doing its job of making sure that the landlord comply with the laws of New Jersey. And when, as a legal services attorney, and I remember that first year, you would go to conferences outside of New Jersey, and people used to come up to you and say, "Wow, New Jersey has a great tenants' rights law. I wish, we had that in Iowa. I wish we had that in Texas." But it's only good if what's in writing is enforced in the courthouse. And you need to have good advocates to make sure that what's on paper is followed through in the courthouse. And my early teachers here in legal services, Harris David was a great person in that. Cesar Torres, Felipe Chavana, was look at the intent and the purpose of the law and bring that to the forefront. The intent of the Anti-Eviction Act in New Jersey is to prevent the eviction of tenants. The intent of many of our laws is to prevent homelessness. So make sure you bring that to the forefront, because that's the beginning step. And why this person should not be evicted, or why this person should not lose their Section 8, and make sure that that is clearly advocated, and to remind the courts, to remind in certain areas you have public housing authorities, you have subsidized landlords. Look, we're not here to create more homelessness, we're here to prevent it. And every once in a while we need to remind those in power of that mission and purpose.